Shalom. All praise and honor and glory going to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Kakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to all you occupants out there pushing this truth with all honesty and sincerity by the way of highways and byways and going out on the streets teaching and preaching. Shalom to you very few sisters out there listening, you Akwaf. Alright. It's your brother Nayap and I'm back with another news update. Don't have that many videos today. Even from the past 2 days, I really didn't get that many videos, so without further ado, we just gonna go ahead and get into it. All right, fair use, fair use, fair use. Educational purposes only. Each other all the time, y'all see? Y'all want to argue and fight each other. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Be careful. Oh, he ain't gonna touch me. Oh, he ain't crazy. He touch me, I'm gonna touch everybody out here. Y'all see this shit? You see, you be crazy with crazy. Y'all see this shit? While y'all arguing and fight each other, this what the fuck going on around here. Come here, man, come here.
Yeah, learn some black history.
Man, shut your pussy ass up.
Learn some black history. Remember how they fought with our enemy.
Y'all see this shit?
The most of them fought with our enemy against our independence.
Y'all see this?
Side with the tyrants and the oppressors.
Come here.
Learn some history, sir.
Y'all see this shit? Look, 5,000 blacks fought for America while 20,000 fought against America, whatever days it is for whites. Undermine interference. Y'all see this shit? Come here. Y'all see this shit?
We never forgot. We got in bed with America.
But y'all know what's crazy? If there's a bunch of black people out here doing this, a peaceful protest, y'all will be all over this shit. Y'all, come on. Let me show y'all this shit.
Now accuse the cops of being racist. Go through your typical black bill.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Go through your typical black bill.
Look, when the police leave, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna beat his ass. Come here. Y'all see this? Look at this shit. Look, I don't give you one middle bird to go back to his former name, Whitesville. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Man, I don't know why you walking up on me like this.
No.
Yeah, because y'all should have been wrapped this up. Now, if I come out here and hate the ass, what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna lock me up, right? But y'all need to wrap this shit up before I cut the fuck on. Y'all, come on. Y'all see this shit? Look. That's what I tell y'all. You see this? Shit, I'm about to get ready to take...
The FDA has approved a breakthrough preventative treatment for HIV that could change the course of the AIDS epidemic.
But deep cuts to health initiatives both here and abroad could hinder the medication's rollout. William Brangham joins us now with the latest. William?
The drug is called lenacapavir, and not only does it offer nearly 100% protection from HIV, but people only need 2 injections per year. Other HIV prevention drugs need to be taken daily or monthly. So this drug has generated enormous optimism in the HIV/AIDS community. But getting this drug to those who need it the most is not a sure thing. For more on this, we are joined by Mitchell Warren. He's the executive director of the AIDS Vaccine Advocacy Coalition. Mitchell Warren, so good to have you on the program. So a lot of excitement about this new medication, nearly perfect protection. But as I mentioned, it's two injections per year. Can you explain why that timing is so significant?
Thank you so much for having me, and I'm delighted to be able to talk about this because it is one of the most exciting moments in HIV prevention, frankly, in 44 years of this pandemic. 13 years ago this month, in fact, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration approved daily oral PrEP, the idea that you described of taking a pill every day to prevent HIV. It's an incredibly effective product. It's incredibly safe. By taking a pill every day for a condition that doesn't exist for prevention is hard. And we've seen sluggish rollout for some people and a hard time to adhere to taking a pill every day. So the idea of only needing to come into the clinic twice a year to get these injections makes it a potentially more feasible intervention for people who are at risk of HIV. And so there is a lot of enthusiasm. And then, as you say, the data presented just last year showed near perfect protection in 2 different trials. So at least conceptually, this is our best shot, literally, to prevent infections that we've ever had.
So who are the people that are most likely to use this medication?
So PrEP is indicated and now approved by the FDA for anybody who is at risk of transmission of HIV. And that can mean pretty much anybody who's sexually active or people who use drugs, the classic routes of transmission. The important part of PrEP programs, though, are not just the products, whether that's a daily pill or this injection. It's really helping people understand their own sexuality, their own risk. It is certainly going to be used by some gay men and men who have sex with men, transgender individuals, people who inject drugs, sex workers, young women in particularly in East and Southern Africa, where we see high rates of HIV. So it's really about helping people understand their own sexuality, their own sexual risk, and hopefully empowering them to make decisions to pick any of these PrEP products or a condom to be safe in preventing HIV.
This breakthrough comes as we've also seen large cuts by the Trump administration to foreign aid. And given that the U.S. is one of perhaps the world's biggest supporter and funder of HIV care and prevention, what is your sense as to what those cuts mean as far as getting this drug to the people who need it the most?
You know, William, this is one of the cruelest ironies. You know, the FDA approved this product just 2 weeks ago, and we really should be in a moment of celebration, of thinking about now how to do the hard work of rolling this out. But the degree of difficulty to make this product available with speed and scale and equity has been diminished by what we've seen over the last 5.5 months. The presidential administration is really dismantled, and as you will know, today is the first day we have the absence of the U.S. Agency for International Development, which was gutted by the administration. Just in December, the program called PEPFAR, the President's Emergency Response for AIDS Relief, started by President Bush with wide bipartisan support for over 20 years, had agreed with the Global Fund to fight AIDS, TB, and malaria to roll out lenacapavir with a speed and scale that has never been seen before in HIV prevention. They wanted to reach 2 million people immediately after the approval of the product. The ambition is still there. PEPFAR still exists, and the Global Fund is still committed. But it is going to be significantly harder because the backbone of programs around the world have been funded by PEPFAR to deliver PrEP. So we've got to really look at how we, in a sense, stabilize the patient, stabilize the PrEP programs that have existed, delivering oral PrEP and an earlier injection that you get every 2 months, to now transitioning to this every 6-month injection. So the will is there. The commitment from political leadership at country level and certainly at the Global Fund is there. But in the absence of USAID and with a greatly diminished PEPFAR, it's going to be harder. And it's coming at such a difficult moment because the science is so promising, and we really are on the cusp of turning the tide on this epidemic. And
update after the firework incident, and this update took a turn that I wasn't expecting. So we all know that 4Extra just, as blunt as it sounds, blew his right hand off playing with fireworks, but you may not have known that one of 4Extra's close friends were actually injured at the same time during this incident, and this man's injuries are far worse than 4Extra's, alleging that this man actually blew half of his face off, as brutal as that sounds. And all of this happened while they were filming this live video outside of this shopping center. And this was a 4th of July related video with fireworks, and I guess 4Extra had more than one firework in his right hand. He went to go light one of those fireworks in his right hand. The fuse burned faster than expected, which in turn exploded in his right hand, dismembering it. As brutal as that sounds. And at the same time, it was said that 4Extra actually went blind. He didn't regain his vision until after surgery to where he was actually rushed into, and he did make it out successfully, thankfully. Now, there's a few reasons as to why this story is crazy and or interesting to me, and one of those reasons is 4Extra, if you look close, was playing with illegal fireworks on camera. Pair that with the fact that he's on probation, and he may be dealing with legal issues now, along with physical injury, which sucks. And the craziest part to me about all of this entire situation is the strange, bizarre, and cryptic fact that 607 Unk was definitely in the park down the road performing some type of strange revenge ritual. And everybody thought it was a joke, but he was being serious for once, and it got me wondering, like, was he really performing some type of ritual to get revenge on 4Extra? Like, if you know, 4Extra definitely dogged him out on camera more than once, and I would not be surprised if 607 Unk just did something like that. And after this was all said and done, he made some pretty cryptic Instagram posts as well, saying he pretty much did do it. So drop it in the comments and let me know what you guys think about this. Is this karma for 4Extra for knocking people out off the back? Drop it in the comments. Thanks for watching.
Okay, guys, we have got some seriously concerning news coming out of Texas right now. The death toll from the floods has reached a staggering 51, and 15 of those are children. And what makes this even worse is that 27 more children are still missing, and the search and rescue efforts are heading into their 3rd day. So, what the hell happened? Well, on Friday, just before the 4th of July weekend, Central Texas experienced torrential rain that caused that Guadalupe River to raise more than 23 feet in under 2 hours. And that is staggering. Only when you actually see footage of this do those numbers sink in. Like this one, for example, this video starts at 5:15 p.m. It ends only 45 minutes later. And this one gets even crazier. This one shows the view from a bridge where the water down below starts at not more than like a stream, but 37 minutes later, not only has that water reached the top of the bridge, but also it brought along with it entire houses. And so here's where things get really tragic, because caught in those floods was a Christian all-girls camp located along that Guadalupe River. And there's even videos of their cabins getting swept away while children are still inside. As of right now, recording, 27 of these girls, many of which are just under the age of 12, are still missing, but authorities are pledging that they will not rest until all of the missing have been recovered. And unfortunately, the missing campers are only one element affected by this tragedy. Some parts of Texas saw more than a month's rain in just a few hours. Dozens have died. More than 850 have had to be rescued. And to top it all off, forecasters are now warning that Central Texas may see even more flooding this weekend. As we know more, I'll keep you guys updated.
So JT the Bigger Figure says, word on the streets, a special batch of M1000s have been sold in the black community. With wicks that don't take the 2 to 3 second time to explode, they explode soon as you light them. This is done on purpose to cause damage to our people. Don't trust them, especially if you get them for cheap. They are being distributed to our communities. Please be careful tonight. Now, it says he put that post up about 12 hours ago. It's looking like it's true. You know, that usually look like some conspiracy shit, but 4Extras looks like he seemingly has bought one of these, because they say as soon as he lit it, it didn't do it just blew right up in his hand. So it looked like 4Extra got a hold of one of these fucked up batches of the M1000s. Now we really got to analyze: is 4Extra streaming career over? Because if your whole entire character is based on catching fades, knocking ops out, going to the county jail, there's no way that same lore holds any weight now that your hand is gone. Like, y'all got to really think about this.
That till next time, Shalom.